Alright. Okay, so, guys,
General opinions on Guilty Crown? I don't remember any of the characters' names.
Well, for you that would be a big thing. I never remember characters' names.
Okay, there's Shu, who was the main character.
Shu was the main character, and Nori was
Shu was his name? That's a terrible name.
Lana was like...
Yeah. That is a terrible name.
Okay, his family name's Oma. So his name's Oma Shu. And that just reminded me of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Because Giant Earth Kingdom captain is called Oma Shu.
Well, I guess
that's a pretty good way of remembering it. But,
So, yeah. I gave it a 7.
We should save numbers to the end, man. No, we save those to the end.
No, we're going...
Okay, fine. We'll save that for the
Just to let you know, I am recording this.
Alright, then.
To test out recording stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Because...
Right, fine. I'll go with Nate. Okay, so I thought the beginning was terrible. Like, the first... It was just bad. It was just like, wow, this is cliched and gonna be awful. Like, if I had watched it on my own, like, just started the first episode, I probably just would not have
give up really quickly on things.
Like they were trying to make Shu... It seemed like they were trying to make Shu into, like, a Simon-like character.
I got that feeling, too.
Yeah,
I think they tried too hard with that, though.
Honestly... What I thought myself, I thought, like, when I first started the first few episodes, like, not just the very beginning, but the first beginning, I just felt like, wow, this just seems to me like an Evangelion clone. It's like, obviously not superpowers, but just, I was like, wow,
wait,
that's
isn't
what this
Evangelion
seems
robot?
Like to me.
No, it did superpower robots.
Oh, well, ignore the actual, like, robots and stuff, but just, like, the main character being a pathetic wimp who just, like, he's the only one who can do this. Also, I hate that trope. Just for, by accident, he has the superpowers now.
Alright, we should watch Sacred 7 as our next one, and, Sacred 7 is made by the people trying to recreate Evangelion again.
Man, it just... Just like, oh hey, he just did this thing by accident, and now he has the power. It's like, oh come on, why? It's like this totally undeserving character who doesn't want any part of this has
Destiny
all the
calls.
power. And but sometimes they do it well. Like Gurren Lagann. Gurren Lagann is an example of them doing it well. You know, like it wasn't that he grabbed a superpower. It's just like. Kamina told him, well, you do it, just because. It was like, it's the same result, but it felt better.
I'll agree with that. Trying to think what else has done something like that. That I've watched.
I've probably seen a few, but just,
nothing comes to mind.
Man, I don't want to go through my list right now. But yeah, you know the trope though. Like you know the trope, which means it has to be done.
I just don't remember
right?
crap.
Exactly. Okay, so I didn't like the beginning, but I thought once the Undertaker's arc started, like he was in the Undertaker's and he was, working for them and he wasn't a bitch.
He's still kind of an annoying, whiny bitch.
But he is. But I thought that arc was actually solid. Like, it was like he was doing stuff for him, he was a part of it, he was less whiny than usual, he was actually, kind of, self-hardened himself a little bit.
Where would you consider it, like, the Undertaker part started?
Would
that be like the prison thing?
After he passed the test.
Or
I don't remember exactly when that was.
Test.
So I guess...
So that's the prison.
The prison. Basically the prison and then... Basically prison and post-prison.
Okay. Because, the prison was a bit annoying.
Yeah.
And I think the like, satellite thing came after the prison. I would say that's, like, the last part where he was, like, kind of super bitchy.
I thought the prison, at least, he was bitchy at the beginning of the prison, but he came through to the end. And I at the end of the prison arc, he became, useful. And I thought that was, good, and then he was into it for, like, the next thing that happened where they attacked the actual...
Could someone really quickly explain to me where, like, he got the giant laser cannon for the satellite?
Oh, I think what it was is they took the the gravity gun.
The bubble gun.
Yeah.
They took the
The bubble gun.
Yeah, they took that, and he put the sword in it.
Yeah.
And that's how they fired the laser.
Listen, just the powers, the void powers were like ridiculously like just. It was ridiculous. Like this one's useful. This one's gonna be useful this one time, and then like every unfazed character was just like, you have a shit power.
It's like I like the idea of the voids, but
yeah, the idea was good. What I don't get though is like, Shu and Guy were able to use one of Shu's friends, the one that opens stuff, and they're like opening these like.
It just opens things.
And then the guy who actually had the void opened tuna cans. I'm like, nothing else.
Well, maybe there's no big doors to open.
No, he said himself,
I
can open tuna cans.
And then remember, they said they all wanted to take their voids to practice.
Exactly, that's why they wanted to, because they were like,
right, okay.
No. In that kind of vein, what bugged me is when Guy, the guy, because you just said his name, I remember, when he became a villain, and I want to get about how that bugs me later, but at some point he's just like, I'm gonna take these 3 voids that aren't related to bows in any way, and now I have a super bow. 3 random things, super bow, for no reason. Just like combined, and the missile.
Wait, does anyone know, I think it was like the 3rd episode where he's looking for the shears, what the pot does? Because someone's void was just a pot, or a vase.
Yo, there was a vending machine.
No, it was a refrigerator.
Oh, or a refrigerator. I thought it was a vending machine. Like, I'm just sitting there like, what the shit?
What does that represent about your heart?
Like,
Exactly.
like, exactly, some of them were just so random. Like, what?
I remember one of them was a wrench. Just a guy walking around with a wrench. I think it was at the end, like, not at the end, but like when they were escaping the city. He was just walking around with the wrench void.
Oh.
Some of them were just weird. Okay, so then that arc, I thought ended, or the whole part of he's part of the Undertakers. They have the first arc where Mana is the bad guy, and then they go and they do it. You know, he stabs Guy, and I thought that ended well. I'm like, wow, this was good. That's
Guy's his actual name?
Ended, honestly. That's really should just ended
his
the
actual
show.
name? Guy?
What's that?
Yeah, it's spelled the guy.
Oh yeah, his name is Guy.
I'm gonna guess it's spelled differently, but...
It's G-A-I. It's G-A-I.
Yeah, but, so he stabs him, and then like, it was just like, wow, this is a, boom, it ended, like it ended well. Then later, they're just like, hey, Guy's back, but this time, he's a bad guy. And also, he was using everyone the whole time. He was always a bad guy. Like, what the shit? That was stupid. That was the stupidest.
That bugged you that much, huh?
Like, that was so... It really bugged me. They're like, hey, you know that time when he was like the good guy leader? With, you know how they totally communed him? He was the communa. And what did they do? No, he's the bad guy. He was just tricking everyone because he's a bad guy. Like, what? It's exactly. It's like if they just commented back. He's like, he's the spiral king, everybody.
Time.
Like, what?
No, not even that. It'd be in a totally different arc.
No,
It'd be in the space arc.
I think the thing would be he was working for the anti-spirals the whole time.
Exactly. It'd be like that. It would be like that. It's like if they get to the anti-spiral homeworld and it's just like comments like, I was them the whole time. It's like that doesn't work. You made that one character, like, it just did not work. It's like, oh yeah, they were like friends, but he wasn't really his friend, he was a spy.
Oh.
Like, what?
It's like, apparently, I was just like, I think by the end of the show I was completely lost, because I have no idea who Mana is, or anything.
Okay. Mana is, Chu's sister. She died during Lost Christmas. Like,
yeah. Or she touched the alien stone, and so she was like, gained all the superpowers.
Yeah, she was the first person, like, infected with the the virus, pandemic virus, whatever they call it.
But because she was the first, she also like controlled it.
And
I guess.
Yeah, she was the new Eve.
Yeah. Also, that whole thing, that whole like rebirth of humanity was just like shitly done. It was like, wow, they're like trying to be, too deep for you, but they just failed so hard at it. Like,
Needless did it better.
It was just stupidly pretentious. It was like
Needless still did it better.
It's like, oh, you want to be you'll be the king and Adam of the new world. It's like, shut the fuck up! Stop referencing Adam and Eve. Please stop referencing Adam and Eve. It's like, honestly, it was as bad as the vagina hands in Evangelion.
What?
Oh.
None of us! You're the only one who sees that!
I don't know what that is.
Okay. I know, but it was that bad. And that's not the movie.
It was that bad.
I just want you to... Honestly, it doesn't mean anything to me or the plot of the show. There's just know that needless sexual imagery. Vagina hands. That's one of the reasons I hated the movie, the end of Evangelion movie that everyone says is way better than the end of the series. I don't agree, because vagina hands. So, when you guys do get to watching that, I want you to remember, when you're watching that movie, and it happens, and you know that everyone else that I've ever mentioned it to, have been like, no, the movie was a way better ending. I want you to remember vagina hands.
I don't know what to say.
So, yeah. It was that bad. It was just like, it's a needless, like, what's the word I'm looking for? It was just needless trying to make it important by referencing something that's important, It's like needless religious imagery, or needless sexual imagery. Just, not fan service, but like, trying to make it too deep for you,
I guess.
That's what I felt. The whole Adam and Eve like concept they were trying to go. Also, the little blonde kid who also had void powers.
What? Oh, him? There for no reason?
Kind of just. Yeah. Wow. Introduced him. He was like totally. And at the very end, when they finally explain what he does, he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm basically the embodiment of this secret organization that's the bad guys that are literally they're referenced in like maybe 5 lines in the entire show, but they're supposed to be like the bad guy controlling
that
everything."
happened?
They're supposed to be like a god organization, basically. They run the universe.
They're supposed to be like this secret society. Like they're even more like older than the Freemasons and stuff.
Oh yeah.
But, like the only member of the group you ever see or is referenced is the one kid, and he's like, I'm the embodiment of them. Whatever that means.
He does 2 things. The entire thing. He kidnaps Inori, and then he fights Shu later on.
Yeah. He's brought in needlessly as a villain, as just a...
It's like, when he first showed up, I'm all like, rival, here we go. Destiny battle. And then nothing happened.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, just nothing. Just nothing. For no reason. He's just there. Like, he's just brought in, introduced, and then they just you're supposed to just accept that he's there. Just...
Yeah.
Also, the Scarface. One of the guys I
That's the guy.
See, I'm just gonna keep calling him Scarface. You can tell me his
who?
Okay, keep calling him Scarface,
So,
that's fine.
Scarface. I like
the guy with the robotic eye and the like red mark under it.
he's like the crazy
okay.
guy.
That villain.
So I actually liked Scarface. Like, I thought he was a cool, interesting character. He was cool, especially in the first half of the show. Then I'm like, okay, what are they gonna do with him? What are they gonna do with him? At the end, there's never a reason why he's the way he is. It's just like, he was kind of wacky. Like, that was it. Like, he never had a goal. He kept like betraying people and tricking people to move up for no purpose whatsoever. They never introduced a final purpose for him.
Well, no, at one point he does try and give himself the void power.
Okay, they say that, like, they say that at the very end, like, oh, I wanted the void power. But then, like, he doesn't really care about it. Like, that whole part in that scene, because he actually seemed like he gives a shit about it.
Yeah.
It's just...
I torrented this when I was at home, so they're like 22 episodes. It has an extra episode, and it's episode 0. It's
I didn't
called
get
Lost
that.
Christmas.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, yeah, it's before I watched it, and it's really not like an episode. It's like a 15-minute clip of what happened like before Lost Christmas.
I'm on the MAL right now. I see it.
Yeah, and it's like, there's no shoe or anything, but there's a guy with void powers, and there's a Noi-like character who has like a chainsaw sword for a void. And the guy chasing him is actually Scarface, before he's Scarface. Like, this is what turns him into Scarface.
Oh yeah? Do they add like a good reason why he's Scarface in there? Like,
he gets, like he's still, kind of like him. Like, when they first bring him out, he's got black hair, and it's kind of emo-ish, because it covers one of his eyes. And he's just listening
not
to
Linkin
classical
Park?
music. No, not Linkin Park. Like, he's listening to classical music, and it's like, oh, you wanna know why classical music is so important? Or how it works? It's because everything's in harmony. And, he gives a little speech thing. And then introduces the Void guy and the girl with chainsaw sword, Void. And they go on, and then later on, there's a fight with a giant, like, crystal monster thing. And they kill it, and one of the shards flies into his eye. So that's why he has the robotic eye and the scar. And blonde guy person
Oh,
in the episode.
okay. Does he just show up at the end, like, standing on a building?
Kind of, except he looks like a girl. Like, I think he's wearing like a dress.
Oh. Okay.
And he's got long hair.
here's one other thing I want to bring up. So you know how there's like, at several points, especially at the beginning, they reference how Inori is part of this, like, online band called Egoist. And that's just never mentioned or brought up. That was the first thing that bugged me. If the government's trying to find this person, and she's just a part of some, like, internet band, what about the other members? Why can they not track her through that? Like, I had so many, like, this is such a major flaw.
I never thought of that.
Wondering about that is like, one, why is she like that? Is it supposed to be like, to get money for the Undertakers? Because I don't think YouTube is a very good way to get money for
it doesn't make
a terrorist
sense. Like,
organization.
And like they reference, like I get it, maybe I don't fully understand it because, Japan has that whole idol culture. But like, they like mention it at the beginning, but like, it never really it's mentioned a few times, but it never really like comes up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, yeah, she's part of this internet band, but like, there's never like questions that that would arise, like, then, like, how did she start that? How did she meet people? How did anything happen? Like, just, well, whatever. It's just,
honestly, I think it was really there just for the, like,
they're just to introduce
tension. No, not to introduce it. To make tension between Shu and his friend with the can opening voice.
Or,
yeah, I see what you're saying.
Or the other thing is just to bring in singing.
Well, okay, yeah, there's that.
That's true. Also, the music they played throughout it, like, they had, like, her song, which is, this slow-paced kind of, pop, slow-paced song. But then they, like, had, like, rock songs starting in the middle of, like, an episode. It wasn't, like, background music, it was, like, foreground music. Like, you couldn't hear what was going on because there's just, like, this song playing.
Yeah.
I would sit there, I'm like, what? Why is this song playing? What? Like, it's just so loud and in the way.
Yeah.
Why?
Sam just left.
Yeah.
Like, left the group?
Sam's just done with us.
Wow. I guess Sam's
Well then.
done.
Well then. Alright. So let's move on so, Nathan, what was your general opinion? About the show? The middle?
The middle was good. Yeah,
Oh wait.
the middle segments were good. The ending was alright.
I felt it really fell apart. I thought the ending kind of just fell apart. It
wasn't as bad as the beginning. Okay, like in relation, it wasn't as bad as the beginning. So that's kind of why I'm saying it's alright. Like, I feel like seems a bit, I don't don't know.
Honestly, I thought it was just as bad as the beginning. I just didn't like the end. I thought it was just like, like they're just like trying to like, oh hey, what do we do with all this stuff? We have too many loose ends to tie up.
I was
whatever.
just meh the
they're
whole
just,
way
throwing
through.
stuff.
Although, we
Yeah.
haven't actually mentioned the School Kingdom arc at all.
Well, that's because it was good.
No, see, it was such a weird change. Like he's just like it's like, oh, I'm the nice guy, everyone likes me. To immediately,
Well, I
I'm
think
fucking
some days
Hitler.
passed
Like,
somewhere in there.
Well, no, it's because
no,
his
it
friend
didn't.
dies.
If you look at it, if you like paid attention to the conversation, no, it was immediate the next day, or like maybe 2 days later.
Well,
he's just immediately Hitler. Like he's just like,
he wasn't
I
an
hate
I hate
everyone and
everyone and
Like, he just-
everything. He was a I have to do this and everything sucks. And he became emo and wore a really cool scarf.
But he just became irrationally just like a dick. He became irrationally a dick, you know? Like I get he needed to, like it made sense. Yeah, he did need to toughen up and become a better leader. But he just became an irrational
that's why
tyrant.
he got
Like,
betrayed.
Okay, the way I saw it, the way I saw it is, the girl that dies, the one with the healing thing, she was the only one that was actually like keeping him good.
I guess.
Because, like,
I see what you're
Inori
saying.
doesn't
And,
have
like, there
any
was
thought.
The can opener guy that was like,
I'm here.
yeah, and Nora's just like,
I'm here.
I'm
Yeah.
with you no matter what you do.
Yeah, no matter what.
So it's like a girl was like the only one that was actually like, you should be good. Like his friend with the can opener was like, you shouldn't discriminate against us. But I feel like that was more just because he had a crappy
Really
power.
crappy.
And the girl was actually like, you should be good because you should be good.
Here's what bugged me, is that I felt that they resolved the whole love triangle thing in the shittiest and most, like, the most obviously, hey, we didn't want to resolve anything, so she's just gonna die. Like, they're just like, oh man, love triangle, who's he gonna choose? Oh no, what do we do? Let's just kill one of them off.
Hey,
Like,
they killed both
they
of them
didn't
off.
resolve anything. That's not resolving. That's not solving an issue. That's just
Killing off
killing
both the
one of the
problems.
problems.
No, I kind of saw that. I saw that coming though.
Like, I knew she was definitely going to die. But the fact that you knew she was going to die and then she just died, like, it was just nothing, like, they should have had it resolved, you know? Like, she confesses to him, he says no, then she dies. Then there's the emotional catharsis. They're just like, kill her off.
I like it better where there's no like she kind of confesses to him.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
They have
what
to
was
go
his,
out.
like, what was his third power after he lost his arm?
Okay, no, like he gets the void
Yeah,
power
what
back,
was it?
and he pulls out his own void.
He
can take on other people's pains.
he just absorb. It was like he can absorb shit. He can he absorbs the cancer, and then he also can take as many voids as he wants. It was just like this, which he
I'm
could do
cancer-curing
anyway,
Jesus.
actually, which is was a thing.
Okay, no, like
Oh yeah, they made him way too Jesus-y. That was another thing.
Yeah.
Like when they did that, they just made him Jesus.
kinda.
Like, and it wasn't even like a well done Jesus. Just like, hey guys, he's really Jesus-y now. Like, ugh.
Uh,
The more we talk about it, the more I want to drop my grade down to a 6. Like, we haven't actually
You're
said
the only one who
anything
said the
decent
number.
about it. We just
I want my number to be a surprise by the end.
Well,
okay. What? I said it in
the
chat
thing is, it's
already.
like, I think because we've seen some shows that have similar attributes that did them better, we keep seeing the worst parts.
Alright,
Like,
what's a good
we
thing
see
about
their
it?
failings more.
But that's the thing, like, if you have shows, that obviously it took ideas from, like, you guys haven't seen Evangelion, which I'll say, but the beginning, it seemed like at the very least, it was obviously taking themes from Evangelion. Then it's obviously taking all these themes from different stuff, but just like putting them out. So
can I just mention that I thought this was a medieval show? It's called Guilty Crown. So I'm like, oh, Crown. Obviously gonna be like medieval fantasy.
Nope.
I was not expecting that.
Yeah. I was a little surprised at first too.
Alright,
Okay.
well I just dropped it down to a 6.
Alright. Well,
Alright,
okay, let's
let's
try
do
and bring up something good about it.
Okay, I thought the beginning, the school arc was good. Like, until like, it just became, he became just a dick. Like, until he just, I'm angry. Like, the whole before that, it was like, maybe 3 or 4 episodes where it was just like, they're starting the school, they're trying to keep it together, and, they're trying to, they're just doing different things, and it seemed like just a different show. Like, the first half and the second half just seemed like different shows, you know
Also,
what I'm
why
saying?
did his void power change?
Actually, I liked it.
Or like, able to give it to
His
other
void power
people
didn't
so they
change.
don't pass out.
Oh yeah, that.
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, I can
Level
do this
up.
now. Just
Maybe that,
yeah, he just leveled up for no reason.
at one point, like, I think he's talking to Inori about, like, Inori, like, explained to him what the voids were. And so he's like, so if someone's heart changes, their void changes?
I also like the
And I
fact
think
that
that's why.
if he still uses it, the person passes out.
Oh yeah, no. That's not what happens. It doesn't make. Sometimes they pass out, sometimes they don't.
If he gives
Yeah,
it to them,
I think
they
the
pass
thing is,
out.
like, if he takes it and uses it himself,
Yeah.
if he takes it for himself, they pass out.
But not always. There were
No,
times
they
he
passed
used it for
out.
himself and they didn't
Oh.
pass out.
Well, that's
The
a new
very
power
end.
completely.
At the end, that was what it was like. Yeah. That's when he was using his own void.
Not even at the very end, wasn't it? I thought there were a few times at least. Maybe I am wrong. Maybe they did do it. I thought there were a few
I
times.
think the only times they didn't pass out was either at the very end,
Which-
when he was using his own void,
Okay,
or when he gave them their void.
okay, then never mind.
I also love when it's like he gives the
Like,
guy the shears
it
and he's
just-
all like, so this is what was inside me? Yeah. How come you can give it to me now? I don't know.
I'm just being honest. No idea. And then,
But-
oh yeah,
The School Kingdom arc thing.
Yeah.
I actually liked that up until the point where the like 2 Undertaker guys came in to try and get the girl out.
yeah.
I liked it up till there. At that point, that's when I was like, okay, he's becoming too much of a dick,
Exactly.
Well,
and all these people are just becoming annoying.
the
Yeah,
him becoming too much of a dick was kind of the
Yeah.
point. And everyone else was just really whiny.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was, but it was too much. Like I think they just went too far. They didn't do it well. They just like threw out, hey, he's a dick now. Like they
Well,
didn't
Yeah.
like, I don't know. They threw a reason, but I didn't feel like it transitioned well. It was just like he's
But
yeah,
let's
right
look
now
at
he's
the
overly
good
nice.
points
Now
of
he's
him
a
being
dick.
gay.
Like there was no
he
middle
wore a
ground.
really cool scarf.
Yeah,
Scarves are cool.
He fucking loves scarves.
Like, I saw that opening, and it's like,
He did-
oh,
he did get-
he's gonna wear a scarf. And then he was just really boring while wearing a scarf. Oh yeah. Did you guys watch the opening?
I mean, a
What
couple
did you
times.
guys
Yeah.
think of
A few
it?
times, yeah. I didn't really like the songs.
Yeah, I didn't pay much attention.
Okay,
'cause I
just
didn't really
making
like
sure I wasn't the
songs.
only one.
Yeah.
Like if I like the song, so I'll listen to it. Like if you're gonna watch 22 episodes, at some point you just get sick of it. But I just didn't like the song, so
Yeah.
I was just like, eh.
Oh,
Also, I did not like Inori.
so,
She was just really boring. And like not even in like the emotion. Okay, a character's emotionless, whatever. She was just really boring at it.
Also, what was up with her clothes? Like, he could pull people's voids through their clothes. Why wasn't she wearing, like,
because she's an
bodyarmor
idol!
like everyone else?
That's something I.
No, she's an idol.
She's not going to be
Idols always
singing
wear
in the
that.
middle of an operation.
I get what you're saying. There's like just no
Alright,
reason.
let's get
Just
back to
the
some of
weirdest
these
fucking
questions.
clothes.
Favorite character?
Alright.
Dead silence. That's not good.
I mean,
It's hard to say because like all the protagonists, like none of the protagonists
I like
really stood
Dan.
out.
most of them are pretty boring. Like, Dan. Yo, because that's how the Japanese, the Americans.
It's just like, let's do this. Yeah.
Yeah, like villains.
Yeah, like that.
The
That's
villains were better than the protagonists.
the villains were better. Honestly, a lot of them were, except for that one doctor, the scientist. Like he was just shitty. Like it was just like I didn't understand his whole point. It's like, yeah, I killed your husband, and I'm gonna kill you.
Other stuff.
Why? I don't know, because I'm butthurt that he was better than me. Like, what? Like, slight butthurtedness was his whole reason for being evil.
Okay, the way I saw it is, he found someone who like was his equal in the guy, but then the guy turned out to be like kind of normal. Like he got married and had kids and stuff, and that just like broke the guy's psyche.
But, but it was just, I don't know, the way, when I was watching, I was just like, slight butthurtedness made him evil.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
that's
what
kind
it
of what it
seemed like
was.
to me. It's kind of what it was. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so favorite character. I would have to say either Scarface or the...
Oh god, I loved it
The
when
cat
Scarface
girl
was
person.
talking to Dan. It's just like, okay, Dan, let's do this. Just smiling with his sharp teeth.
Exactly. Exactly, with his, like obviously a traitor smile the whole time.
Scarface was awesome. I kind of like the drug dealing guy, the one that became Shu's right hand when he was running the school.
Oh yeah, that guy? I wasn't a big...
Like I liked him more than all the other protagonist
Least
characters.
favorite characters?
Least favorite, Shu.
Oh, you got a list.
the main cat.
There was like, I don't consider her the main cast, but like the black-haired girl that was short that went to the school.
Oh yeah.
That like the drug dealer guy.
Wait, that like the drug?
She had glasses, she was the class rep.
Class rep, got you.
She just
Did
annoyed
she,
me
e-
for some
did she
reason.
ever get
It was
did
like
she-
some
did-
helmet
Did you ever see her boy? Like, was it
lasers
ever...
or like could see
Yeah,
things?
once.
It was a helmet that could see things.
Wait, what was it?
It's how they
Really?
found
I don't
out
remember it ever being... I don't remember ever seeing it.
It gets used like once when they go to
Well,
save like
she also
Nori
used it during the
on top
school
of the
kingdom
tower.
arc.
And
she's like, oh, did you give all those guys their voids to go practice? Well, they're going somewhere dangerous.
I don't remember it. Like, I just... Like, at the very end, he's like, I need to borrow all your voids. Like, she was there, and I'm just like, except... I was just thinking he was going to say, except
'Cause
you,
your
because I
void is
never
useless.
used your void.
Oh, wait.
Like,
Next favorite
do not
characters, there
remember
was the wheelchair
ever being
girl.
used. The wheelchair girl was...
Yeah.
Wheelchair girl was a pretty solid character, I felt.
yeah, but she's a solid character, but
Oh, no, you know,
she still seemed
I don't-
kind of stereotypical.
Stereotypes
no,
aren't bad,
when-
unless they're used
when her
correctly.
void was...
I know.
When her void was first released, like, she's all like crushed and, you know, she's sad and desperate. And then, literally, it cuts to the next scene, and she's totally fine! Like, emotional despair, totally solved because she can fly.
I think the idea is like the voids when they get pulled out, they cause
What?
pain.
What?
What?
Like when you pull out the void, there's a bit of pain.
We never saw him
What is
pull
that?
out her void.
That's what I was complaining about. Yeah, you don't.
She's just like,
it
give
fades
me
to black.
the ability
No.
to walk.
Okay, so she's just really angry that
Remember, she's really sad that, like, she's useless and that, Guy died and she's just...
Well,
really
her thing
just
was she said,
despairing,
give me
like,
the
she's
ability to
like,
walk.
Big emotional problem. And then just... the next scene, she's totally fine. Like,
Okay.
everything's great now. Like, what?
Okay, then I don't. Okay, I need to. Maybe I'll just watch that part again because I don't really remember.
It's like-
I don't remember exactly when it was. It was
It's like 12
one
or
of the first
13.
episodes of the School Kingdom arc.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just like, she's immediately totally fine. And I just felt that was really weird. And I think there was one other complaint I had about her. It wasn't major. Oh yeah, here's one thing that really bugged me. How they would like be like, oh no, this person's gonna die. Then they would cut, like, cut to black. End of an episode, end of before commercials. They'd cut to black. Then they would start somewhere else, and you never know if the person died or not. Like, they wouldn't say it, and like usually that's just implies, okay, they did die. Or maybe one time they'll do it and it's like, oh, they didn't die. They did it like 4 or 5 times and I would never know if the person died or not till like way later.
Oh yeah, it did do that.
It did that a lot. And it was like, this is really just annoying. Like, the worst one for me was School Kingdom arc when he's a dick and there's the one Undertaker guy and he's about to like shoot him and then it just cuts to black. And then you just don't figure out what happens for like half an episode. Like, they're just like, did he kill him or did he not kill him? Because that's important information. And like, that was the worst one, but there were like at least 3 other times when that happened. And it's like, sometimes they did die, sometimes they didn't die. It did not tell you for a long time.
Alright.
Like, and that was really annoying.
So, well, it's like, what's the next question?
What else do we got from our general questions?
Well, I'm pretty sure we voiced our opinion on the main cast, mostly. Mostly,
yeah, we've done
they're really...
Yeah, we've done general, we pretty much covered it. They're just mediocre, like, they're just, like, did not care about
which is a problem. So wait,
Yeah,
did we ever list off good things?
Right.
Have we just been trashing this the whole time?
Well, me and Nate said, I liked the, the Undertaker arc and the School Kingdom arc. Like, I enjoyed it. I thought those were good arcs. Like, I thought it was a solid show for those arcs.
I liked when he pulled out a sword and
then,
did cool things. I didn't like this series that much.
I thought the actual, like, those 2 arcs by themselves were solid. I felt they were solid, like I can't pick out anything in particular I really liked about it. I thought they were, solid average, good solid average arcs. But then just like the beginning and the end and the transitions was just all done so poorly. And like the characters were unmemorable. Like,
You mean,
like there's nothing about, like nothing
you mean you don't remember
about it
that
would
one
usually
guy?
stand out for me? Did. Yeah, exactly. It's just, see, especially me, like, one of the things I focus on is characters. The characters is the most important thing for me. I can forgive a bad plot, bad execution of the plot, just bad things if the characters are solid, but they really weren't. Like, they were just so forgettable and boring. Like, even the good characters were kind of just like, good because they're solid archetypes executed solidly. Like, nothing special happened with them. They just, hey, you did this archetype decently. Like, you knew how to execute an archetype. You did nothing special with the archetype. You did it. Great job. Like,
we're keeping our hats on.
like Scarface. Alright, cool. You made it like the crazy, crazy trader guy. You didn't do anything with him.
He was so wacky. It was
a good
he's
character.
kind of awesome.
But like, he was a good character, and that's an archetype. The kind of like the wacky, the charismatic, villain. Or the charismatic kind of betrayer villain. But he didn't do anything with them. He was just there. Like, they would have good archetypes and just be like, alright, this guy's here. Here he is. And like, yeah, and then other things really bug me, like Guy. I just think like, alright, he's Kamina. Now he's the bad guy. They take just out of nowhere. He's the bad guy. And then the blonde kid with void powers. Just something is just brought in for no reason at all.
I will say that I like the very, very, very ending. After the credits kind of ending, that's just like epilogue. Where they're all just like, man, it's been 2 years. And he just walks in with a robot arm. He's blind? I did not notice that.
Yeah.
Well,
he
could have a walking stick for balancing problems.
What?
Yeah, I thought he had like a bum leg or something.
I thought he was blind. Also, like the way his head was, like he didn't look at. Like I thought the way they did, like I'll pull it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch this.
Well, I thought they were trying to imply that he was blind.
I deleted it, so I don't have it.
I also want to find. I want to find that girl's void power.
It's like
the black-haired girl's void power.
If you find it, just show me because I just do not remember it ever being mentioned.
Okay, so.
Okay, let me get this out of the way.
Oh, so.
Cause yeah, he's never wearing he never wears glasses, and okay.
Oh, so on episode 11, you know how on VLC, the bottom bar can be broken up into parts that say like part A, part B? So, on mine, on episode 11, it's all like, where it would say opening, it's like, so here I am again, stuck cutting up this dumb show. This show is terrible. It has to be one of the worst shows I've ever seen.
Really? For me, I'd only noticed one of them that said, not this shit again.
Wait, what is this? Can you,
I don't remember where I saw it. I think it was near the beginning. I don't remember exactly.
What are we talking about? Oh.
What we were just talking about. Okay, here we go. So, I just pulled up the episode. Okay, he's there. He has a walking stick. I mean, it's not a walking stick. It's a blind person stick. It's not like a walking stick. It's the sticks that you keep in front of you, you know?
Well, he got the shit end of the deal. Although he kind of accepted that.
It looks like it, but at the same time, he's like, he doesn't have glasses on, and he's like, it seems like he's looking at stuff.
And also, the fact, like, when he's at the bench, like, he only sees the whole thing. I thought they were trying to imply that he's blind. Also, why did he survive? I hated that. I forgot about that till now. The fact that, like, they had, hurt him and Inori both turned to, like, crystal, and then they're gonna shatter, and, like, they saved everybody. I thought that was, a good solid ending, The main character, the main
he
hero,
sacrificed a lot,
themselves,
still.
And they get to go to they get to go into their little dream world, and then everyone else is happy and everything's solved. I thought that was good. But no, main character survives. Why do shows make these tragic hero endings? I hate the tragic hero ending.
I actually like the tragic hero ending.
I hate the tragic hero ending.
It's a hero.
I guess it's not as obvious as I thought it was.
That's literally how the hero's journey ends. It's, you come back to reality. Like, in Ultima 4, when you come back, you realize, you come back with all your brand new knowledge to your world, and your house has been completely ransacked and robbed. And no one knows of your good deeds.
I hate the tragic hero, trope. I just cannot stand it. It constantly bugs me. And, it's one thing if a hero, chooses to go unrewarded. That's one thing. But it's another thing where it's just, literally, everything, everything they work for is just taken away from them. The worst for me
but
is...
But not everything he worked for was taken.
Gurren Lagann. I can't stand that ending where it's just hey, he has nothing and no one remembers him. He becomes absolutely no one after everything he's done.
Everyone remembers him. He chose that. He decided upon that. And same with this guy.
I guess.
Also, he was accepting death, and death was just denied to him, but
Exactly, no. Exactly. If he would have chosen death, with that, I would have been fine with him and, where he died. Solid ending. I would have been totally fine with that. That would have been a solid ending. But the fact that they don't kill him, pisses me off. It's
Yeah,
incomplete.
I wish he would have died.
It seems incomplete to me. Like, it's not like I just wanted him to die. For me, it's just, I felt the ending felt incomplete to me.
It would have been better
Maybe.
if he would have died. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Also, I saw the part where it's like, oh god, they asked me to time the show. The show sucks. It's so bad.
Oh, where is that?
It's on like at episode 11.
Honestly.
Episode 11, and then you just
Oh,
scroll.
so I was asked to find this show. Man, this sucks so bad. Man, this sucks so bad. This must be one of the crappiest shows I've ever seen. The one at the end. This is what gets most downloaded. What the fuck?
I didn't see that. I'm gonna look
It's
at
the
that.
last. It's the last one.
Oh wow.
Oh god.
Yeah. So okay. So
Oh yeah, I saw her voice.
Goggle helmet thing.
X-ray goggle scan.
Oh.
Oh
Yeah,
okay.
but it only covers one eye. It's like a scanner, like the
Oh,
scanner.
I did see that once.
I saw it
once. I didn't see
once.
him actually pull it out though. That's. I only noticed it one time.
Yeah, you the only reason you know it's hers is
Or-
because you see her in the
Well,
bar passed out.
she uses it later, like
With
in
her
the
chest
school arc, when
like
she's actually wearing it.
Yeah, I think she
Because
does have it
she's
the
on
school
watch.
Because everybody has their void.
Okay, so I'm pretty much done talking about this show.
Yours
So what do you guys
was 6, right?
6. Well, I mean, my grading scale.
You go by video game
I-
grading scales, where 7 is average.
Honestly, yeah, like 7 is my average. Like if a show is solid, like if it was a solid show for me, it gets a 7. And then if I kind of didn't like it, 6. If I didn't like it, 5. And then like 4, 3, 2, and 1 are just like I despised it to. I hated it to varying degrees.
All right, Ethan.
That's what I use.
Objective.
I'm gonna try and be a bit more.
Be a bit more objective,
Spread it
you
out
know.
a bit more. I'm gonna go with the 5. I'll go with the 5. It's watchable, but it isn't necessarily good.
I'm going.
If you need to
I'm
kill
going
time
4
in life,
because
it's
I
something you watch.
I wouldn't watch this to kill time, to be honest. But it's not horrendous.
Well, okay. I mean,
See, like for me,
Yeah.
I graded. I'm just looking at my scores to see what other things that I've graded poorly. Like I gave Infinite Stratos a 4, and I ranted about how much I didn't like Infinite Stratos for a while. Like that's a pretty
I
great.
somewhat like Infinite Stratos.
Quasar is the only show to get a 2, and that is my lowest grade is
My
a 4.
lowest grade's a
except for
1.
Quasar, which
Guess
is
what I
a
gave
2.
it to? Guess what I gave it to?
What's that?
Kill Me Baby.
Quasar?
And I didn't watch the whole thing. I've watched
You
3
watched the
episodes.
whole thing?
You
Oh, I just
fiend.
realized I didn't grade a bunch of shows. Oh,
okay. I'm gonna go through and start grading shows.
You go to your
How
list,
do I do that?
and you click where it
go to your
says
FPL,
score.
and then go to the list, and it'll say, there'll be a row that says score.
Oh, okay, here we go.
Yeah.
1 through 10.
And how MAL says is 10's a masterpiece, great, very good, good, fine, average, bad, very bad, horrible, appalling. 1 just makes you want to vomit, basically. Which is what Kill Me Baby does to me.
See, honestly, like, I don't want to completely redo my scoring system because basically sometimes I'll use in my mind I'll be using a 10-point scale. Sometimes I'll be using like a video game scale, and but it's just it'd be so much work to
Not
completely
really.
regrade everything.
You only got you have less than me. I have
I
186.
have 173
Plus-
things.
Plus everything in my dropped list, where I'm like, God damn it.
Where does
Were there any rules with the Voids and Guilty Gear?
So,
Like, the combining shit?
No, they just like shit combined and then just became other shit for no reason at all. That pissed me off. So, oh yeah, so I sent you guys both.
So we're doing Oda Nobuna next week.
Yeah, just because that way afterwards we can do Slayers, and then we can actually just continue.
We're gonna go through all the seasons of Slayers.
Plus,
I don't know. Maybe we want to take a break somewhere in between.
I mean, if we want to take a break, we can, but just why?
Each week we do this, we'll do another season.
Yeah, I mean, and if we don't, if we're like, yeah, let's take a break and do something else, we can. But if we get really into it, it's like, oh, I want to watch the next season. Let's just do the short.
Is it only 12?
It's only 12 episodes. I mean,
no way.
I figured.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it said on Mal, so that's why I said I'm gonna step back.
Yeah, Oda Nobunaga is only 12.
I need to add that to my watch list.
So I think you the things. One thing I'll tell you is I just honestly just this morning I watched the first 3 episodes. There's a lot.
No wonder why you recommended it. I knew nothing about Guilty Gear at all, or Guilty Crown. God damn it, I gotta stop calling it Guilty Gear. Guilty Gear is awesome.
Yeah, times.
Also, okay, you knew that there was Goku, and you knew everyone, but one character was female.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I mean that's just run for the course for anything history related in anime. If it involves history and it involves anime, you can be damn sure everyone except the main character is female.